Thank you, Vice President. I delivered a statement on behalf of Almasiga and the Indigenous Peoples' Rights International. My name is Cristina Cook. I'm a Maya leader from Belize, and I'm also the Global Advocacy Coordinator for IPRI. I would like to thank the Human Rights Council for devoting this panel to the impacts of business on the rights of Indigenous people, particularly Indigenous women. In this context, I would like to reflect on the issue of Indigenous people's rights to free, prior, informed consent with regards to any business contemplated on Indigenous lands and territories. Free, prior, informed consent of Indigenous peoples is a universal human right principle enshrined in UN DRIP. UN treaty bodies have restated the state's duty to comply with free, prior, informed consent on the part of human rights obligations under fundamental human rights treaties. Therefore, we would like to stress the following recommendations. Number one, member states should fully respect Indigenous peoples' free, prior, informed consent in the context of any business operations affecting them as part of their international human rights obligations. Second, they are also obliged to protect Indigenous peoples from the violations of these rights by third parties and businesses. Business companies planning to operate on Indigenous peoples' lands and territories should ensure that free, prior, informed consent is respected. We would like to request the Human Rights Council to take into account state compliance with Indigenous people's right to free, prior, informed consent in the context of the Universal Periodic Review. Finally, the OHCHR should provide any assistance needed to states to understand and comply with this human right. And then finally, I would like to take this moment to invite the Special Rapporteur and the expert of the Expert Mechanism on the Rights of Indigenous People to make a joint visit to Belize to assess the situation of human rights with respect to the rights of Indigenous Maya people of Belize. I thank you.